What is going on, people? Today the update hit, and we gotta talk about it because there is quite a few things that changed, and one thing I specifically think may be literally game changing. So we'll get into that here in a minute, but let's go over the things that you noticed right off the bat that changed. First of all, power grades are getting a bit of a change. So if you take a look at my super heavy here, you see that it's an X grade, right? And if you look at my units, you can see that now I have 4 X grades, and then I have my last one, which is at 9. So if you take a look at them now, it doesn't end at just X, meaning 10. It actually goes all the way up to 12, and it gives you extra things. But before, you can go all the way up to 40,000, and it would still be just X. So you had no real way of knowing just how strong that unit was. So even though this isn't, in my opinion, this isn't as good a way of telling how strong a unit is as the usual power grade that we had a couple of months ago, it is definitely much better now, because if you see a 12 grade, you gotta be like, okay, wait a minute, that's a bit strong. So this is a good way to actually like tell apart the troops. I like it because now 4 of my troops are all the way up to grade 10, whereas before it was only 2. So it's a bit of a change. It also gives you a little bit more bonuses when you take a look at what all of these are. So obviously each unit has different bonuses, but for instance, if you take a look at the anti-tank gun, you got more firepower, more pen depth, etc. as you go higher. So even better, especially if you get it much higher. The other big change is when you go over to the system now, you see camp. Now before with the camp, you would basically, if you go over to the camp rank and you hit this is what you would kind of see before, right? But now it's more broken down, and I have also noticed that the rewards are actually a little bit different. The reason I say that is because I was working on getting Adoration 1. And if you take a look at the rewards here, you see that I'm going to get 3 gold blueprints. But before, when I would have gotten to Adoration 1, I would have actually gotten a gold plus blueprint instead of 3 regular ones. Now you have to get all the way to the end to get the gold plus parts, which obviously I'm not a big fan of, because I was looking forward to getting that gold plus part for my my super heavy, but now I'm not getting it. So I'm not really sure if I like that or not, but you do seem to get more camp coupons, etc. But in general, not a huge fan, and it seems to be throughout. All of the changes are pretty much going the same way. And then now you actually have these manuals, and these manuals are like whenever you build a specific unit, you can actually claim some extra rewards. So if you take a look here, if you build this one, you can claim that, and we will actually start claiming them, just to let you know. So the higher you build the troop, the more rewards you're going to get. There is one huge problem that I have with this whole setup, and I noticed that because it just recently happened. I just recently took my howitzer up to 7.2. Now, because I took my howitzer up to 7.2, I had to use 2 other 7.1 units, and I used my rockets and my medium. So that means that I have both of those units at 7.1. But now, according to this update, it's showing like I've never had them. So I really don't like that, especially right after using them. I basically just missed out on all of these rewards, and I would have to rebuild them all the way back up just to claim these rewards, because apparently the game is saying that I've never had them, but I have. I just had to use them for a 7.2. So I don't know if this is intended or if it's a bug, but I don't like that, because that's a lot of rewards that I'm missing out on just because I got a 7.2 the other day. I don't like that at all, and I hope they fix it. But let me go ahead and actually claim all of this. Let me see. I start with 12 gold tickets and 46 regular ones. And also, for my camp rank, I'm going to show you where I'm at with all of them. I'm going to see if I can maybe gain any sort of level with these camp ranks. So that's where I'm at right now. So, okay. let's go ahead and take them all, get all the rewards, and see how much I can actually gain from this. So let me go ahead and claim. Yes, yes. Claim. I wish there was a claim all button. Now that would actually be pretty nice. Alright. I don't really know just how much this is actually giving me. I'm hoping it's quite a bit though. But there is so much to actually like claim. So you know what? Maybe I'll do it off screen, and then I'll just come back whenever I claim them all. Okay, so I believe I've got them all. Let's see if that makes any difference. Camp rank. Let's take a look. So it looks like I actually got the next level of the adoration. Okay, so let's actually, and I get officer mission level 5s now. So I like that. And I get 14 extra tickets, and then of course, like I mentioned, I get the gold tickets, but these are not, this is not the one that I was waiting to get. I was wanting to get the gold plus, but I guess I'll just have to take what I get. So I get the nice buff here. So now I am at adoration 5 or 1, and that'll give me a nice little buff. Camp Liberty, let me see what I get. So I jumped 2 levels in Camp Liberty. So I'll take that. And I'm so close to getting here. Oh my god. Literally so close. That's actually quite annoying. And then let me see what I get here. I get Adoration 1 here. And I think this one I got such a nice boost because I have a 7.2. And that gives me a huge boost. So there you go. So I jumped camp ranks quite a bit. And I think that actually might add to my might. I started at 16.8 million. And now after this, I am at 17.2. So basically, I jumped almost 500,000 might just off of that. Now, of course, the chest, now I'm sitting at 131 gold ticket and 136 regular tickets, which I am going to wait. I also get to claim this. Very nice. Thank you very much. And then the other thing that I wanted to do now is go to my blueprints and use all of these blueprints to see if I get anything decent. Now, of course, the silver ones, I'm not going to worry about that right now because I don't really care. But for instance, the light tank. I actually am working on my light tank. If you take a, that's not my light tank. If you take a look at my light tank here, if you look at the parts, it's all gold. I have yet to use it, but if I can get any like gold plus or gold plus of any of these right here, that would be amazing. But it seems like the gold drop out of all of them is not that great. So let's just hope for the best. Let's see. Gold plus or gold plus? There is a gold plus. That is a gold plus gun for the light tank. That is actually really good. Is it a gold plus or gold plus? I'm pretty sure that's gold plus. I don't know what the look is. Yeah, that's a gold plus. Yeah. The look is different. Okay. Gold plus. That's a regular gold plus. And actually, that's gas wielding kit, so that can be for quite a couple of things. Alright, so we didn't get lucky on that one. The first one we did, gold plus. That's really nice. Let's see, heavy tank. That's just a regular one, unfortunately. That does go for the super heavy as well, but it's just regular gold. Regular gold at this point really does not help me, unfortunately, but, you know. Gold plus for the heavy tank, super heavy tank, that would be great. Please, gold plus. That's a coupler lock. Those are actually really nice, but not really what I was looking for. Alright, last one. And I get just a regular suspension that I got like 100 of. No luck. Howitzer. Now, okay, this one's really important because Howitzer is like one of my main. Obviously, it's my first 7.2. So I would love like gold plus. Come on, I got 5 shots here. Don't let me. There it is. That's for the Liberty though. Oh, but you know what? I do have a Liberty one. So it is still, it's good to have. It's good to have. I really would love the gun though, because that's what really makes or break them. But let's see, 4 more shots. That's just a regular one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's just regular. No luck there. All right, come on. That's a regular one. Ah, man. Come on, you can do this. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. That's just a regular one as well. Am I really gonna have no luck whatsoever here? And that's actually a gold plus. And that is for my Martyr's Watch one, which is my 7.2. So perfect. That actually works. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Anti-tank gun, I love them. Let me get a gold plus plus gun. That'd be great. That's just a regular one. Dang it. Alright, last one. And that's just another regular one. Okay, so basically we walked out with a couple of decent ones. So not bad. The light, it's got the gun, which is probably the best one out of all of them. And then, you know, the Martyr's Watch one will be able to get one in the Liberty. So we walked out with some decent stuff. Again, I really wanted to get the super heavy part, but no luck there. The other thing that was changed here, we went over the power grades, we went over the camps, and all the nice goodies and the things that I did not like. But there is one last thing here that it's going to change the game quite a lot, in my opinion, and that is just moving throughout the world in general. Now, before, if you had somebody with a CC in any sort of city and you joined that guild, you can just hop over with one pass and you were good. Now the distance where you're traveling is actually going to matter. So I believe I'm here in Stalingrad, right? So if I'm in Stalingrad and I want to go over to, let's say, Houston, for instance, and I hit enter, I need 5 entry passes for this. 5 entry passes. That is a lot more than we used to need. We only really used to need 1. Now I need 5. Like for instance, if I want to go to Leningrad, I need basically just 1. That's fine because look how short the path is. So in those instances, it's actually not too bad. If I want to go to like Birmingham and you hit enter, I need 10. Because look at the path that it takes. It's like a longer path for some reason. And yeah, 10 city passes. Now, they did say that if you have the node for it, then you don't actually have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything. And actually, I believe we just recently took one. So I want to test that theory out. Where is it? Transport node capture. So this one was in Madrid. And okay, so if I go to Madrid and I hit enter, it looks like I need 2 passes for this. But this one is for Naples. So I'm going to go ahead and look at Naples and see what I need to actually get there. Alright, so here's Naples. We just took this. So if you go enter, it's only telling me that it's going to need 2. And actually, let me go ahead and view and see if it'll also take 2 here. Do we have anything here in Naples? I don't know if we do actually, but yeah, it still would need 2. So basically, the further you would go from where you're currently at, the more it's going to take. So if I was going to go to Edmonton and I hit enter, that's going to take 6. And considering how much these passes are, technically, what they have said that they want to do is that they want to slow down the movement between people jumping all over the world, and they want to have regional ones. Like for instance, if somebody takes over or start taking over America, somebody else can start mainly taking over Europe, etc. And you have more like regional alliances than just people jumping everywhere. And technically speaking, that would be more realistic generally. But you also have to remember that this is, at the end of the day, it is a game. And people want to play it for warring. And I have a feeling that the bad effect that this update, with these kind of restrictions and the cost that it's going to have, is that a lot of people are just not going to move anywhere. And then people are going to get bored. They're going to say there's no warring anywhere. And there's going to be less fighting. And at the end of the day, it is a warring game. So I see what they're trying to do. I do. And it's definitely something that we'll see how it shapes up, to see if maybe it works out the way that they want it to work out. They want to make sure that they are limiting how far people travel and how often, etc. Because I know people, like, sometimes they just jump city to city every day. So obviously that's something that they want to stop. They stop. But now you may not see people moving around at all. They'll just stay in a city and never move and get bored. And who knows, maybe quit, maybe not become as active, etc. So I really hope that it goes the way that they want. Because, for instance, it's kind of like migrating. It's not necessarily migrating servers, but moving cities is kind of like migration. And it just seems like migration was definitely much easier than they intended. I just hope that they're not making it too hard now. Because now, if you're going to go invade, what's the chances that all of your alliance is going to be able to go to the same city? Because they're going to have all different costs to get there. Or what about defending? So we'll see. Like I said, I gotta give it a shot, because we gotta give it like at least a month or two just to see how it shapes up, if it works the way that they want. But I'm just a little cautious that at the end of the day, it's just gonna slow everything down to not a great rate, where there won't be any fighting, etc. And you know what? What's gonna actually show this is going to be when we finally get down to combat drills. Combat drills comes out in what, like 5 days? And I know that for combat drills, a lot of people like to move around, etc. So we're gonna see what kind of movement you get and all that when that hits, to see if maybe this is gonna be something that's gonna be sustainable, or in the long run it might hurt. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you like the changes? I don't mind most of the changes. Like I said, the one with the passes, I'm gonna give it some time, because we got to give it time to see if it works. The only thing that I really did not like was that when you go to your camp and you go for your manuals, it's showing like I've never had these tanks when I did. And I'm missing out on the rewards because I just turned them into a 7.2, and I'm missing out on all of these rewards. And basically they're saying you gotta build them again. And that's not the easiest thing to do, okay? If you've ever built a 7.1, that's not the easiest thing to do. So hopefully they send out a patch that maybe it'll give you any sort of like history of the tanks that you've actually had and the ones that you haven't made, because my rewards would be so much more than it is now. So yeah, but yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in, and until later.